So today I would like to talk about something very simple, but it is something that is very necessary, in my opinion. Some people don't think that happiness is so necessary, but in my opinion, it's what makes life worth living. So I would like to talk about happiness, but not just happiness that comes from cigarettes and alcohol, but real happiness and how to cultivate real happiness. Now, when I was observing my own being, I noticed that real happiness is actually just a good sense that is felt in the body. Most people have damaged nervous systems, trauma stored in the body, blockages, unresolved emotions that are still in the body, and they are constantly being triggered by things. And when there's a beautiful sunset that you could enjoy in theory, then you're unable to actually enjoy it because there's this unease there. And your mind will interpret this unease that is felt in the body as, of course you have unease because you have a problem. You got to do this tomorrow. And you have this stressful appointment in a month and something happened in the past. You have a lot of stuff to heal from the past. The mind is going to interpret a lot of things in these emotions. And I would like to tell you how the ego is standing in your way. And I would like to use an example that I can speak of, from my own experience. So when I was a kid, I felt a sense of uncertainty. I don't know where it came from, but in my body there was this feeling of being unsafe. So the ego was formed in an early age, and it was trying to suppress this feeling. Instead of simply feeling the feeling, being with it, the ego was coming in and it was saying, this is dangerous. You shouldn't feel this. You should find a solution to get rid of it as fast as possible so you can remain in a sense of stability, even if it's a fake kind of stability. So what it was doing, it was taking control over this body, and it was creating the urge to overeat. So I became overweight, just so I would not have to feel this sense of uncertainty, unsafety. But then when I was overweight, I had a sense of being unlovable because I felt ugly. And then there was another feeling that it was trying to compensate. So it was no longer overeating, I was losing weight, but instead it was smoking a lot of cigarettes. I was a chain smoker. So it is always trying to compensate. And when the ego is trying to compensate a feeling that you are not ready to feel, then it will always be, to some extent, unhealthy. And some spiritual teachers would even go so far and say that when you are really not, there with your emotions, resolving them, being with them, feeling them, and you're not, you're ignoring your addictions and your behaviors and your escapes, then these things could become real sicknesses. And this is just to demonstrate to you how the ego is standing in your way, so you can observe yourself. The body, what is going on in the body? There's an urge to eat, there's an urge to smoke, there's an urge to drink. But what is behind that feeling? There's a sense of discomfort. So instead of giving in and escaping that emotion that you don't want to feel since years, you're trying to, probably since childhood, it's not a new emotion. It's just an automatic process. Oh, the emotion is back, I don't want to feel it, let's drink. Now I'm feeling kind of better, but it's not enough, I gotta smoke, constantly compensating. So the key, the real way towards happiness, towards bliss and ecstasy that is felt in the body, and this feeling that you had when you were a kid and you could just be there and there's no worry at all. There's just this sense of love there. It is attained by going through the emotions that are on the opposite side of the spectrum. So for example, you could ask yourself, am I feeling love? And there could be a response. You can ask yourself right now, in your mind, am I feeling love? And there's a response in the body. For example, it says yes, then that's good. If it says no, then it's also saying, of course I'm not feeling love. There's a tightness there. I feel, this uncomfortable, nervous energy that wants to escape, and it's, then that's the door through which you have to go. And on the other side, there is love. That's literally the way. That's literally the way. And all of your addictions will fall off. I had a comment of someone that was asking me, how will enlightenment make me lose all of my addictions? Not necessarily, but if you are aware that you are consciousness, then that's already the enlightenment, because consciousness is the enlightened one. There is no person that is enlightened. The consciousness that is aware of the person is already enlightened. So when you are aware of this consciousness that you are it, you can shine this light on your ego. By shadow, I mean the shadow that consists of your thoughts and feelings and emotions and your reactions, and tightness there in the belly, in the chest, in the arms and the legs. This uncomfortable sensation that you have in the body. It's like tightness in the throat, it's tightness in the chest. It doesn't feel good. And when you can allow it to be there without criticizing it, judging it, without trying to compensate it. Also, thinking is an addiction that almost all human beings are addicted to, because it serves as an escape to not be focused on the feeling. A lot of people, when they are no longer thinking as practice, they have been unconscious for years, and now they heard of a spiritual technique that says don't think. And now they are not thinking anymore. It's almost as if somebody's choking you. It's like this nervous system feels like there's a lot of danger there. So go smoothly, take it easy there. Just feel what is there. Don't listen to the thoughts, don't fight the thoughts. There's just this unease that is preventing you from feeling at ease. And you want to feel at ease. Going through the unease is the path that will bring you to ease. Live in your body instead of in your head. And all of it will be resolved. It's like the light is shining on the shadow, and it will be resolved. And you have to do it. Be in your body and don't react. Don't listen to the thoughts that say, I have to do this to get rid of that feeling. I have to do that to get rid of that. It's just there's an unease and it's felt. You can do it right now. And do not dissociate yourself from the feeling so that it feels like I'm someone separate from the feeling and it does not touch me. No, let it touch you. Surrender to it. Allow this misery to consume you. Trust me, allow this misery to fully consume you. Then you might feel a sense of relief, or it might get even more intense because you're really digging deep into your being. And if it gets more intense, if it feels uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Go deeper. Be with it. Stay with it. Take your time. Take half an hour, Every day, every morning, every night. Be there. In the morning, when you wake up, ask yourself, what feelings are there? How is my body feeling? Okay, there's a tightness in the chest, there's this, there's that. And in the beginning, there's a reaction of the mind that says, you gotta go to your phone, you gotta drink a coffee, you gotta, just immediately escape. Escape from the present moment. But if you could just watch this tendency and stay where you are, what's here actually? What's in the body? What's going on? There are thoughts that are thinking, there are feelings that are reacting to the thoughts. There's unresolved stuff that is here since years. And in the beginning, it will feel like, in the first seconds, it will feel like there's just a little bit of discomfort there. But if you stay with it for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, it gets more intense. It's more and more and more intense. A minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes. Then it's like you feel your whole body. You feel like this. It's not even the physical body that you're feeling. You feel the energy field of the emotional body. And you can feel where's the tightness. How healthy is my emotional body? And just by witnessing it and being with it and feeling it, you are healing it. Healing is not a doing. Doing too much is the reason why there is a lot of tension there in the first place. So if you're no longer doing, but you're just simply watching, and watching is also not something you do. Watching is just a quality that's automatically always here, even in deep sleep. There's just watching without content. So just be here. Allow the watching to do what it does, always. The beingness, to be there. And you can see the emotional body, like this energy field. It's not something you can explain. It's not something you can touch with your senses. But it's there always. You're always feeling it. Even if it's just unconscious and it's in the background, it's always there. It is the reason why you are behaving the way you're behaving. It's the ego. It has everything under control. The way you think, the way you react, your patterns, your addictions, everything's there. And when you can shine your light of awareness onto it, it becomes more clear, purified, until you feel a sense of ease, lightness, love, and a relief. And it's like a sense of freedom. And that's the actual, authentic, true path towards real happiness. That is not dependent on external forces. Alright? So that's what I wanted to share today. And I hope you liked it. So if you liked it, give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a great day.